Wang has come to e-car wash in the hopes of becoming an affiliate. The manager answering his questions sees about 30 job seekers every day. The company has grown quickly since it went online in November 2011 and has already completed its A round of investment. Using the $20 million it received, it has expanded from Beijing to many other cities, including Xi'an, Shenyang, and Tianjin. Its numbers of users have widened to 2.3 million, and the company now controls a quarter of the national O2O car washing market. Part of the company's ability to attract affiliates come from the variety of partnership options it offers.
We have a very good relationship with our car washers. Second, individual car washers can join as affiliates. We also work with community management centers, so there are many ways to cooperate with us. We include everyone.
Xiaomei Daojia enjoys its own way of gaining a bigger market share. The company has a management and training system that requires the best of its beauty therapists. The company's 27-year-old CEO, Li Mingbo, explains why he entered the industry in 2014.
When we were just starting up, we were looking at various areas of O2O, including food, malls and karaoke, and beauty and manicure. We thought that beauty and cosmetics were a very big market and that it fit the IT and service industries very well. In addition, the prices and rate of consumption are pretty good. Moreover, at that time, there was no one providing this kind of service.
Xiaomei Daojia's core team comes from the internet giant Tencent and has experience in understanding online consumption. The company quickly acquired 2 rounds of angel investment, totaling 10 million RMB or $1.6 million. By providing standardized professional services at a low cost, the company quickly began to gain ground.
Most importantly, we used analysis tools from the internet and big data methods. This way, we were able to fine-tune a lot of operations. This means that I can use my data to visualize key points and use that to improve our sales, even if it's just by half a percentage point.
Beauty is not a standardized industry in China. Reputation is crucial.
In the beginning, we knew that in a non-standard field, it's better to specialize than to go big. That's harder, but also more important. We need a reputation, a brand, and influence in order to get started and go further.
Kung Fu Bear's core team used to work for internet company Baidu. The team wanted to find an entry point into an O2O business that enjoyed many frequent users, and where the providers could serve several clients every day. Massage services fit the bill.
Just looking at massage as a product, the market in China is worth more than 100 billion yuan. It has a huge volume. But this big market didn't have any internet-based products in massage, so I thought we could use Internet Plus to transform and improve the traditional industry.
The so-called Internet Plus is a plan that was initiated by Premier Li Keqiang in the government 2015 work report. The plan aims to encourage development in various sectors by integrating traditional and internet industries. Ping2 Online is a website specialized in researching O2O businesses. The company has analyzed the rise of O2O door-to-door services since late 2014.
The CEOs are all very young, but I think that because the mobile internet is such a young thing itself, it's easier for young people to grasp. Moreover, these young people have backgrounds from the internet industry. They were born out of this industry, so they're experts in the technology. With this technology and in this environment, combined with the omnipresence of the mobile internet, these people have been able to transform the service industry. This transformation is the O2O door-to-door business.
Professor Jia, compare the advantages and disadvantages of operating a vertical supply chain where the platform hires and controls its own staff versus maybe integrating service staff and service providers.
Right. Well, I think the main advantage of hiring your own staff is that you have better control of the quality of service. So I think for the O2O home service model to be successful, the key here is not the first O. It's not the online component, but rather it's the second O, which is the offline component. So at the end of the day, it's all about service quality and user experience. So that's why companies like Jingdong, which is now a NASDAQ-listed online retailer, insisted on building its own logistic network and distribution team and delivery team from day zero. Now, the downside of this model is that it's a heavy business model in the sense that you have to build your own team, so there's more upfront cost to it. But if you use third-party service providers, obviously the advantage is you actually have a lighter, business model. But the downside is obviously you have less control of your partners.
So we're seeing a lot of services are shifting to this online to offline model. But what type of services are best suited for this model?
That's a great question, Tracy. I think there are at least several criteria we can think about. The first one is high frequency. With high frequency service, it's easier to quickly build up a user base as well as to cultivate user habits. So the second criteria is actually light equipment, mainly for two reasons. One is less upfront cost, but more importantly, second reason is ease of travel. I was talking to my manicurist, and she said that for home manicure service, she would have to carry a 50-pound of manicure toolbox with different bottles of nail polish with different colors for the customers to choose from. And it's just not that easy to travel with a 50-pound toolbox.
Clearly.
Right? So any service that requires either heavy or very sophisticated equipment is probably not ideal for a home service. So the third criteria is actually a low technical requirement because it's just easier to standardize and also to scale if the service is of low technical requirement. So for example, it's probably easier to scale a manicure home service business than say a haircut business because the latter would require greater technical expertise and also higher key person dependency.
That's right. Professor Jia, we're seeing all these companies fighting really hard for market share, giving out free coupons, giving out free tryouts, and so on and so forth. In this case, how important it is for the first company to enter the market. In other words, how important is the first mover advantage? Is it too late for other companies to get in the market right now?
Right. Well, the O2O home service model actually started to emerge and gain popularity last year. And as we've already talked about, Tracy, this is a sector that quickly turned from blue ocean now into red ocean. So the competition is fearless. So certain niche market has already seen winners. Right? For example, food delivery sector, we've already seen winners like and Meituan. So if you're a new business trying to enter into this particular niche market, I would advise to be extra cautious.
You're perhaps a little bit late,
right? Because these two winners have already established the scale effect, and we know for these markets, winner has it all. Right? So I think in a highly growing and also the highly competitive market, being the first in the market or being among the first in the market does provide certain advantages.